Hi, Matthew with F-Class Community Channel, and I'm going to be doing a tutorial on some of the reloading things that we have to be aware of. And this is more directed at the beginner F-Class competitors and people who have been reloading probably not as long as some of the more senior F-Class competitors, or people who are high master or have been in the sport for a long time. One of the things that as a beginner F-Class competitor needs to be aware of, that there are lot-to-lot differences between bullets, and what I'm going to show you here is an example of that. We have two 200 grain burger hybrids here. One is from a different lot, and one is from a box of 500. And there are discernible differences between these two. And if you're going to load these bullets up, it will affect your accuracy, and it will affect your seating depth. It will also affect the pressure that you have in your cases. So as a beginner F-Class reloader, you have to be aware of certain things that will affect your accuracy, from changing lot to lot of powder, that's one example, or changing a lot to lot of bullets. And that's why a lot of F-Class competitive shooters buy components in large lots. Right here, the one on the left hand side is from the new lot, a box of 500, and the one on the right is of one that is a box of 100. They are different lot numbers. And the first thing I did between the two is just quickly do a visual comparison of the length of the bullet, and there is a discernible difference between the two. And what I'll show you next is the measurements. So as a reloader, one of the things that we need to be aware of and be concerned about the most is the base to ogive of your measured cartridge. And one of the other things that, if we're looking at the bullet specifically itself, it's the bearing surface that we have to be aware of, and where the base to ogive is in relation to that particular lot of bullet. This one is from the old lot. I'm just going to quickly put it into the comparator here, and measures 0.752, and that is what you would base your load off of, and that is sort of measuring the base to the ogive, and it has a slightly longer bearing surface. So I'm just going to write that down here, 0.752, old lot. The new one from the new lot measures 0.742. So the base to ogive on that particular bullet is almost 10 thou difference. That will affect the way your bullet seats, and also indicates to me that the bearing surface, I'm not measuring the bearing surface, I'm measuring the base to ogive, will be different, and you can easily assume that the bearing surface is different as well. There is a measurement in there that from lot to lot that is varying. If we just measure the tip to the base, this is the new bullet, is 1.474. And for the old bullet, older lot, the bullet from the older lot is 0.483. Sorry, 1.483. So that's almost again another 10 or 11 thou difference just in from the base to the tip of the bullet. So there is significant variance between lot to lot. As a F-class competitive shooter, you have to be aware of these things and measure your bullets out before you seat it. You may have to tweak your load in order to maintain accuracy with your new bullet. So this is your F-class community tip in terms of just some reloading tip and things to be aware of for the new beginning F-class shooter and reloader. So thank you for tuning in. This is Matthew with F-class Community Channel. Remember to keep an eye on the flags and tight groups.